Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today I want to talk about the quiet luxury trend and how we can achieve that trend without spending thousands of dollars, but to achieve that in a more affordable way. So if you're new to my channel today, then I am Anna and I post fashion and styling videos every single week on my channel. So if you do not want to miss any of my upcoming uploads, then definitely make sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to get more outfit inspiration, save pictures, see everything styled up together, then definitely also make sure to follow me on Instagram, because that is where I post almost every single day. Alright, so let's head into the video. Now, what is the quiet luxury trend and why is it something that we want to achieve? Now, to talk about that, we need to understand where the quiet luxury is coming from. If you look at luxury and designer brands, they will often have various ranges of product types. So they're the classic logo t-shirts, logo belts, bags, everything that has pretty much of a braggy feel about them. What you need to understand about luxury brands is that those pieces of clothing or accessories are not really meant or made for the rich. If you look at who is buying these pieces, they're most likely entry-level designer pieces. People are likely to buy one of the cheaper luxury products that have the label on them, because if you spend that amount of money, you do want to see the label, you do want people to know that it is expensive. So most of the times, people who actually buy into luxury aren't really rich or considered wealthy. Whereas if you go to the very much upper class, where the old money is coming from, where people do not really care about labels anymore, it doesn't become a thing anymore. You're not labeled by what you're wearing. You are labeled by how well you are put together, how well your things fit you, how good of a quality they are made. So if you look at those really high-end brands, for example, like Louis Vuitton, you get the classic Louis Vuitton canvas bags. But then if you look at Louis Vuitton suits, they have one of the best suit selections ever. Their suits are top-notch quality, but you won't even see a logo, and if you do, it's most likely going to be so tiny that you won't even recognize where it is from. So that is kind of the theme, and this has kind of been a trend that has been building up, not to go for old money aesthetics anymore, but to go for the quiet luxury. So things that look high in quality, high in production, and just overally in their fit, in their like details that just look very expensive without telling or giving too much away. Now, this is a point where we can learn a lot. If you look at those like very streamlined silhouettes and textures and fabrics and everything, you can actually achieve that look for a lot less, and you could definitely mix and match. And one of my favorite things to do is to pair high street clothing with high-end accessories and to combine that for achieving this quiet luxury look. So in today's video, I'm going to show you my top favorite picks that I think are the essentials for spring-summer wardrobe, especially if you want to build a more quiet, luxurious wardrobe. So my first summer wardrobe essential is a classic linen shirt. And yes, there are ways you could actually go wrong with that. So here are my tips that I would consider. First of all, the one that I'm wearing right now would be a perfect example. This one has a gorgeous fit, it's slightly oversized. Again, the oversized fit is something we see a lot when it comes to quiet luxury. We rarely ever see anything like skin tight or too revealing. Most of the times we speak about the silhouette, and this one's just slightly oversized. As you can see, it has a structured color, and then the rest of it is just quite oversized. It's blue with these little pinstripes, which again look so classic and timeless, and they're so versatile and easy to style. Mine is 100% cotton, so it's a really nice material. The fabric feels stiff and well made, but still flowy enough and breathable for summer, which is just the perfect balance. Again, if you wear these more open colored, you could accessorize it with your jewelries. You can also pair this with so many buttons. You could wear this with linen trousers, with shorts, with skirts. You could just throw it on top if you're going to the beach or something. If you want something to cover up in the evening, you could just have that around your shoulders. There are so many ways to wear this, and this is just one of these colorways that I would go for the classic blue and white striped shirt. Now, if you're really starting out to build your wardrobe and you want the ultimate essential, then I could not include a classic white linen shirt. Now, this one again is from Naked. It is 100% linen, so this is a bit more likely to crease and crinkle, but with linen it's just the beauty of the fabric, and it's okay if your clothes look a bit wrinkly if they're linen, whereas any other material it would absolutely be not okay to walk out with like a wrinkly shirt, because that is just not what quiet luxury is all about. It's all about that sophisticated, polished and elegant style, and with linen you just get this style but a lot more relaxed and a lot more wearable for every day as well. Again, the white linen shirt is such a classic. Pay attention to the color. You want to have a nice structured fit on there. The rest can be very oversized, and then there are so many ways you could style it. Again, with linen trousers, with shorts, with skirts, with heels, with flats, with sandals, on the beach, in the city, to a restaurant. There are so many ways you could wear this and occasions you could wear this too, and just something you can't really go wrong with if you pay a bit of attention to how well made the shirt actually is. Does it fit you? Look at your linen shirt. If you have white linen shirts in your closet, really look at them. Are there any sunscreen marks? Does it have holes? Does it need replacement? Are the buttons okay? These are just some things that I would personally consider, because sometimes we tend to buy a lot of basics but not really pay attention to the quality of each of these pieces. So I would just chuck all of these out of my closet and just replace it with one good linen shirt, and then I'll be good to go for the season and years after that to come. Essential number 2 in my summer wardrobe would be a very classic vest top kind of style. And I personally really love these. So these are both examples from Lily Silk. I'll show them how they look styled up, but these are for the slightly smarter occasions. Maybe if you go to work, if you have a more formal event, or you simply don't feel like wearing a long sleeve shirt, then these tops are a lifesaver. Again, they are so easy to style and pair, and if you look at the quality, there are many differences we could make. We could go for a very simple H&M white t-shirt and it would not at all give up the same effect as this one does. This one's 100% silk, and if you look at the fabric, it just reflects the light so much nicer. It looks so clean and polished. Again, there are multiple ways you could style this up and down. And then another example would be this sleeveless version. This is slightly more cream colored. It's again from Lily Silk. It has a very structured color, and then the v-neck. Again, both of these are great for showing off your jewelry, your necklaces, which I'll get to in a second. But for me, it's all about those very classic, timeless silhouettes that just look very expensive in the way that they're made. And yes, silk shirts are more expensive than a regular cotton t-shirt, but again, it's just going to elevate your look so much. You could pair this with literally any style of bottom. Again, linen trousers would look amazing if you have maybe a work meeting. You could pair this with shorts if you go for like a nice summer evening out, drinking an Aperol spritz. If you really want to step up the game with your outfits, then these are definitely the way to go. They give up that very quiet luxury feel. They look as if they're a designer and you're wondering who could they be from, but they're actually just from Lily Silk, which is affordable for silk shirts, so I would highly recommend them. Mine are a couple of years old already and they still look as if they were from day one, and I've been wearing them so much, so that speaks for itself. The next quiet luxury essential for a summer wardrobe is a classic white dress. The little white dress is something that is deeply rooted in my closet. I own more white dresses than anything else, and to me a white dress is something you could never go wrong with in summer. It always looks classic and timeless. It always looks elegant. There are so many different price point, qualities, materials and shapes and silhouettes that you could go for. If you want to go very classic, then my top recommendation would be this dress, which is from H&M. It is a very soft boucle dress, sleeveless and relatively short, but still long enough to also be appropriate to wear to work, at least in my office. Please check with your dress codes. This one to me is one of those pieces that is just perfect for a quiet luxury staple, because it's only $39.99, so it is so affordable, but it just looks so high quality. And the boucle is slightly thinner than something you would expect from boucle, which makes this perfectly wearable for spring and summer. Also in this warmer temperatures, I had no problems or issues at all wearing this. Again, it is so nicely fitted, and you can find these pieces all around various different price points. You just really have to see whether it fits you, whether it accentuates what you like and what you don't like. For me, for example, I really like the way it makes my arms look and also my waistline. I feel like it looks very flattering on that. So this is why I love to wear this dress. Again, You could wear this and dress this up or down, and because it's so affordable, the price per wear you're getting from this is actually insane. You could make this very casual. You could also dress it up if you're going for work, if you're going for after work drinks, if you're going for summer like little parties. This dress is just everything, and you could also style this up and down in so many ways. There are also more smart alternatives. For example, I'll show you this one very quickly. This is from Karen Millen. As you can see, it has the metallic thread running through it, and it has these like 2 gold buttons. It has sleeves. So again, it's really just a bit of a personal preference and your lifestyle. Where can you get the most use out of? Are you more someone who goes to formal events? Then maybe this one is slightly more for you. Are you slightly more casual? What do you want to dress where you're not worried about it getting ruined? Then I would suggest the one from H&M. And then I've also got this one just to quickly show you, because you have to pick your perfect white little dress. And this one, for example, is from this one for example is from Abercrombie, and as you can see, it's very puffy and it's like a little cotton dress. So this for me would be the essential dress to bring on a summer holiday. If I go to the beach, if I go to somewhere where it's just a bit more casual and laid back, then this would be my dress of choice. Again, we have no labels, no logos, nothing. Again, it's Abercrombie. It's like not as if this would have a designer tag, but this could easily be something way more expensive from a very quiet luxury brand, where you couldn't tell where it's from. The structure of this dress is just different than what you would expect from a typical white cotton dress. So it really is important. Is it lined? Is it see-through? Does the sleeves or the shape around the waistline, is there anything that give it structure and make this dress more luxurious, more expensive looking? And if the answer is yes, then chances are you could be very happy with this. Again, you can style this up with wedges, you could style it down with some little slides, with sandals. There are so many ways you could style these dresses, and a white dress will never make you look not luxurious. Okay, having a few of the labelless, affordable staples out of the way, of course I want to talk about accessories. And for me, pairing these staples, these unlabeled staples, or something designer is what makes it look more elevated. So my next summer essential would be a pair of designer sunglasses, and I specifically say a pair of designer sunglasses because I do think you could actually see the difference if I pair my H&M sunglasses that I use around the beach, whereas my designer sunglasses that I would use for more like everyday occasions. I feel like they really elevate the style and look of them, and my pair of the season is this one from Prada. This is one of their like new releases, so you're absolutely going to love this one during the season. But for me, what is important is to go for a very classic shape. As you can see, this one's a very simple cat-eye shape, and it also has like this toy shell effect. If you look at it from the sides, you will see there is the Prada logo quite visibly on it, but because it's not in any color and it's really just reflective, depending on how the light hits it, but it's not like a gold big logo or like rhinestones or anything. It's really classic and timeless. And again, by adding this to your outfits, even if you just have that sitting on top of your head, or if you're just wearing them the very regular way, this instantly makes so much out of the look. It already makes it so much more expensive looking, and there's nothing that is more luxurious feeling than if you have a classic pair of sunglasses like this. You step in somewhere and you lift your sunglasses. I don't know why, but this move always gives me such luxurious feels. Again, if you go for a smart choice, something that is not too trendy, even with designer sunglasses, I feel like you can sometimes get that look. I'm always torn between the Celine sunglasses, whether to get them or not. I kind of love the look of them, but I feel like they're having a very hot minute right now. And if something's selling that hot right now, chances are it won't be that timeless and classic, and next year to come, or in 2 to 3 years, you can actually tell that it was from a trendy decade ago, whereas this you could never actually tell. It just looks so timeless and elegant. I love these pairs of glasses. They just fit like a dream. The quality of them is amazing, and yeah, I feel like these really elevate any outfit. My next quiet luxury spring summer wardrobe essential would be linen trousers. I've got 2 examples to show you. First one being this very like wide-legged neutral style linen trousers. I love these ones. These are for slightly smarter occasions, or for those days where you do go to the office, where you do want to dress up a bit, you want to look a bit more modest. Maybe you're going on holiday and you're visiting churches. And this is just something very nice and lightweight to pack, something for the evenings as well. And again, with that oversized silhouette, the oversized style, you achieve a more high-end, luxurious look. Whereas if you were to go for something very tight-fitted, plus it's easier and more breathable and just a lot more comfortable to wear. So there are actually no downsides to this. And then on the other hand, I also have this one, which is a pair of white linen trousers, and I cannot even begin to tell you how much I love these. These are slightly more fitted around the ankle, which makes them a bit more smarter looking. And again, these are so versatile. I wear them to the office, I wear them to smart occasions. They look great with like a little linen shirt, they look great with the vest tops, just with anything. And again, you can style these up and down, style them on slides. You could even have like an untucked linen shirt on top and wear this to the beach as a little cover up. Or if you're wearing this like smarter, or maybe some ballet flats or some slingbacks, these would be great for the office as well. I personally really like these, and again, if you pay a bit of attention to the linen quality you're getting in the trousers, then this is one of those essentials that is always going to elevate your look, make you look smarter, more sophisticated, without needing any label or anything to prove how expensive or not it was. It will always elevate your style and elevate your looks, which is, I think, what the quiet luxury is all about. Okay, so let's talk a bit about handbags of the summer season. And if you want to go for a more luxurious look, I feel like the designer handbag is always something you could add to your outfit that is always going to make it look more expensive. I could easily pair like any of my designer bags with it and it would look more expensive. But the beauty of summer is that you can get away with much more affordable options. And when I first started my style transformation, summer was my favorite season to do it in because it's the most affordable one to do it. So in summer, there's this one thing, this one very affordable thing you could always get away with that always elevates your outfit without actually spending a lot of money, and that would be the classic straw bag. I have got this one just to represent right now, but what I'm talking about are also these labelless straw bags, something you could get from H&M, something I've actually found a lot from H&M this season. They were all in my H&M spring summer haul, so I'm going to leave that one linked. But if you look at the luxury and designer pieces, the Prada basket bag, the what is it from? Is it Givenchy? I think it's Givenchy. Valentino. It doesn't really matter. Any brand will come out with like the straw tote bag of the season. Straw bags are just what you can get away with, whether they're small, huge, it doesn't really matter. They come in all different shapes and sizes, and you do not have to splurge on the designer version. In fact, if you want to go for a quiet luxury look, it's even better if you don't, because again, you don't want to be associated with too many logos or it pieces, whereas I think this one perfectly comes into place. This is from Fairfix and Favor, and this is a distinctly British-made brand, which I absolutely adore. And what I really like about it is it combines like the straw bag with the leather handles and the leather bottom. So you get this really high-quality bag. It's fully lined, which again is just this little detail that tells you that something was a bit more expensive, and you could really tell it apart from a few of the more affordable pieces. But again, overall, these can achieve such a nice look, and again, they will go with literally anything. You could pack this as a tote to go to the beach. You could pack this with your daily essentials to go maybe into work or school. You could pair this for like any occasion. They come in different shapes and sizes, like I mentioned. This one also comes in a smaller version if you want something more dainty to go out with at night, then this could be a super nice option as well. For me, this is the perfect everyday running errands handbag. And again, it's something that really elevates the look without giving too much away. Okay, so it is time to talk about the most essential footwear for spring and summer. And for me, that would be the ballet flat. And especially if we look at the quiet luxury trend, one shoe that we see a lot are the classic Chanel ballet flats. And of course, they come with a ridiculous price point, but you can get a very similar look for a lot less without really compromising on the quality. So these are some ballet flats that I found. They are from a brand called Yonak. I'm just gonna pronounce it here because I'm probably gonna say it wrong. But again, they're very decent leather quality. We get the neutral color and then the black cap, which is just a very nice contrast. It adds a little bit of interest to your outfit, and with them being a very high quality and a real leather, you can really see that these were not the most affordable shoe, that they were high in quality, a good craftsmanship behind them, but without the need of any logo. So these, I feel, actually look more expensive than the ones from Chanel, because the Chanel ones do have the logo, although it's very small and barely noticeable from far away, which again, I feel like represents that it's not one of those very entry-level pieces. It's more one of the pieces that you buy if you already have your like Chanel status bag. You buy this when you really love the shoe and not because you want the Chanel logo. And again, I feel like these are just the places in our wardrobe we can save to splurge on a logo because we actually really don't need it. And second of all, shoes will get worn and used, and if you don't really want to use your shoes, then what's the point in investing so much money in them? Whereas you can get very decent quality for a lot less that is going to last you just as long and give you just the same effect. Ballet flats have a huge moment in 2023, so it is something between the quiet, luxury, summer staple that will come back year after year, but also have a good moment right now to elevate your outfit and to also make it look a bit more up-to-date and trendy. So if you want to know more about how to style ballet flats, I'm going to leave my video linked. I did an entire video all about ballet flats and how to style them, so definitely make sure to watch that if you're interested in that. So another classic essential you could get would be a classic white wedge. Again, that is something that is always going to look timeless, classic and elegant. It is something to lift your summer outfits. It's easy to wear as well on holiday, on different types of grounds. If you're having any garden parties, for example, then these are just really nice to wear because of the chunky heel that they have. If the classic wedge is not your style and you really want something that is a bit more up-to-date without being too trendy, let me introduce you to the white strappy sandal. These, for me, are one of the best quiet luxury finds I could ever see, although they're a bit more trendy, and I would not particularly claim them as quiet luxury because these are a bit more trend-led, but it's a trend that comes back every single year. And more than ever before, we see these white strappy sandals with these like gorgeous little straps all around the foot, which really give up the bit of Bottega Veneta style, but again without needing any logo. And because it's a trend that comes back every single year, it is something that for me is kind of between trendy and classy. So these I really like. They were $29.99, so affordable, you can't tell that at all. They have a nice chunky heel, and for me they're just one of the perfect pairs to style them. If you want something that is a bit more high quality than these, for example, I would suggest to go and look at And Other Stories. They have some out of real leather with a wooden heel. They're absolutely perfect. If you want a vegan option, then this would be it. Okay, and last but not least, I want to talk a bit more about the bottom half of our outfits. Personally, I'm likely to wear either dresses or shorts. It's rarely ever that I wear skirts. I don't really know why, but I want to talk about the staple shorts that we need for summer. And of course, I could not include the white summer shorts as the first staple. These are actually quite old, but could you tell? No, possibly not, because they're just so timeless and classic that I can just pull them out of my wardrobe every single year and they still look absolutely perfect. These were from Naked, I believe. As you can see, they have this very like simple embroidery down the bottom and this like scalloped edge detail around the tummy area. Again, so nice to wear. You could pair this with a linen shirt, with any crop tops. If you want a more like a trendy style, you could wear this with something oversized. You could again throw a shirt like this just loosely on top and again really play with your silhouette and textures. But a white summer short is something that you will always want to pair with all of your outfits, and I find they look quite luxurious as well. I have this version as well, which is a high quality linen material. It's a lot thicker. These were from Mango. Again, I really like these. There's something about them. The fit of linen shorts being a lot more loose and oversized than compared with like denim shorts is something that makes it look much more luxurious and expensive. And if you have your white shorts sorted out, then I think the next thing you would need is a pair of beige shorts. Surprise. So the ones that I want to show you are these. These are from and now the stories. I bought them last year, they still sell them, they're still widely in stock, so I'll leave them linked. I absolutely love them. Again, the fabric of this just looks more high quality, it almost looks like a silk. Again, pairing this with one of the camo tops or with a linen shirt is something that just looks so luxurious, high quality, but you really don't need a label or anything for it. Again, the more oversized fit of this is just something that's so flattering for the body and especially for your legs. And then as an alternative that is definitely more affordable would be this one. This is actually from Zara, and these are kind of a Bermuda style short. Again, they kind of function in a similar way. I personally prefer the satin ones, but these are definitely a bit more office appropriate and look a bit more tailored. So if that is the vibe you want to go for, then I would suggest this one. It really just depends on your personal preferences and your style, but I would say a pair of white summer shorts and a pair of beige summer shorts should keep you pretty much safe for this entire season. So guys, these were my summer wardrobe essentials with a take on how to get a more quiet luxury look for less. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!